Meri at the Meri Atelier. Hello, hello, hello. It is Friday evening, November the 18th. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. What's on my desk? Just about everything. Just about everything. I thought I'd leave it like this so you can see some of the things I face. I have so much going. We're going to sort through this together. And of course, silly me, I was in Keisha's auction. I didn't buy much, I promise. I did a little damage though. I'm picking stuff off the floor. Stuff that should be tossed. All right. Let me get out to my channel. Welcome folks in. Hold the phone. Let me get out there. Your channel. We got 11 people in here watching and 8 people in top chat. Let me set it to live chat so that I can welcome folks in. Hi, Sherry Van. Hi, Calico Kate, Kathy. Welcome. Hi, Janet Burgess. Hi, Mina. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, let me skip the ads on my and fix the quality. Welcome, 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 welcome. Because I'm only at 144. I need to fix that so it opens at a higher resolution. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Sherry. Did I say hi to you? What's on my desk? Just about everything. I thought I'd leave it like this. So we're going to play with these puzzle pieces. There are at least 900, maybe 1,000 in here. 900 to 1,000. I got an idea for this. Oh, here's Penelope. She says, don't put me where I'll fall over the cliff, Meri. Let me put her over here. She's still in a dangerous mode. I got some thread. I've got a little scratch journal that I've been working in. I got this Nebraska State Quilt Guild just so I could have this. And some waxy paper that has spray on it that I didn't want to throw away. And a piece of fabric. And a piece of fabric. I've been cleaning off some more fabric. I'll set that up there for now. I want to do the second week of the Cornucopia recipe open collab. I've got an idea of how to handle this. Meri's ideas. Hold the phone. I've got a little cloth book. I'm going to disassemble this and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 pair of Dollar Tree reading glasses. And by the way, I want to thank those of you who've been patient with me the last few days. I know cataract surgery is not life-threatening, and, you know, but, you know, this is the first surgery of any kind I've ever had in my life. And so I have a little bit of trepidation. And you guys have been so supportive, and I truly do appreciate it. And the next couple weeks may be kind of spotty for me as whether I come on or not. I know next Friday night, the Friday after Thanksgiving, I will not be streaming. We're going to celebrate our Thanksgiving on that day. So if you're out there and one of you want to stream next Friday night, the Friday after Thanksgiving, I will not be on. I'll try to make that up maybe the following Saturday or sometime in there. I will be on Thanksgiving morning, next Thursday. So let me put these eyeglasses maybe over here in this box. I might need them. I've got a little bag that I want to put stuff in, and then I've got some, oh, I'm going to take this. I started this bag with Becky. She made a bag, and I started mine, and I started the hand stitching, but now I have my sewing machine out. Let's open this up. I've got the two pieces facing together here. I've hand stitched the diagonals. You know I love diagonals. And I'm going to be putting the birds. I think I'll just put one on there. And then I have other pieces in here that I may put around. We'll see how that turns out. But I'm going to take this out to my sewing machine. Not tonight. No, I'm not going to do that tonight. And I also made these to go with it too. So that's going out in the other room. I'm going to put that way behind me. Poor Carved November. I carved 2 erasers. That's as much as I got done. I've got a stack of envelopes for things I want to send out. I'm going to put those in this bag. What's on my desk? Everything. Did I say hello to everybody? Welcome everybody who's come in. Tell Meri bye. Bye, Angie. I saw Angie over in Keisha's this afternoon. So I said hello to her at least one time today. Then I've got some scrap papers that I'm saving. I thought this would be pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Let's put that in here too. I've been saving some scrappy papers, and this came out of a Ritz cracker box. Let's put that in there. And I've got some trims that I'm saving off. A clip. I'm getting there. Hold on. I'm getting to the bottom. Truthfully, I am. Got a pair of scissors. And I found my gnome with the plaid hat. Whoops. What did I do with Penelope? Let's put this needle. Let's give it Penelope this curved needle. She says, thank you, Meri. I was made for this. Thank you, Penelope. I started this gnome with the plaid hat. I painted a piece of plaid, and this is my pattern pieces on the back. So we're going to go back to him, and I have a little doll, a Dodie doll that I'm working on. Yeah, I don't have those sent out, but I will get these finished and sent out. Little Dodie dolls. I have about, what? I don't know how many. At least 6, if not more, I'm sending out. And some lace. And I got a little batik ATC. We'll put that there. And I stapled together some clusters. This one I made before. This is a bug one, and that's an insect. Those will go in my bug. And then I have some more little scrappy papers down here. Let me put those in here too. I got some Versamark watermarked stamp pad. I think this is the, I don't know if that's the transparent one or if that's an inky one. We'll find out when I use it. Let's see. I put my trims in here. I got my owl, Alberta. I've got to find a place for those owls. And we're going to go through this. And let's just go ahead and put these together. And I was at the quilt store, my brother had to go get a haircut. And while he went to get a haircut, I walked down to the little quilt store. And I'll show you some of the other things I got. But I found this little card talking about batiks. That's going to go in my batik journal. And I got to find a place for these things. We'll put these in my scrap paper. I think I can fold this one more time, maybe. Like that. Isn't that cool? Paper. Yeah, there's a lot of crunchy paper eco-dyeing going on. I just have slowed down with that stuff because, well, you see how much is on my desk. I'm trying to catch up with stuff. We're going to go through that. My Inktober, I think I have about 5 pages left to do in Inktober. We can put the stapler away. Alrighty. And I have a few little pieces here. I really need another little... Alright. I need another little bag. I'm going to put these things in with this thread just to get them off my desk for now. And at least they'll be bagged up in something. Well, I don't know if my little gnome will fit in there. Yeah, he will. All right, these will go behind me for now, and I found some prompt cards from long ago. Looks like it got a little. Let's see if I can open these up and if I can even get them out of the. Did they stick in there? They sure enough did. Let's get them unstuck. That's what happens when you use glossy stuff. You run the risk. It gets stuff stacked on it. And, man. Well, I might get these out and I might not. It feels like they're loose in there, but here they come. And they're pretty tight. And yeah, they're pretty. They're very pretty. Even after I take them apart here. Let's see, what do we have for prompts? Markers, borders, texture. I think there's 2 here. They're not too stuck together. They're just kind of stuck together. Modeling paste, bubble wrap. We haven't done a Pic 10 or a, yeah, I get Pic 10 in a long time, have we? Silhouettes. I don't know if I want to do one tonight, but we might use these cards the next time we do one, because these are pretty cards. I'm sure I did this off of a Dirty Dozen with Becky at one time or another. That's usually where I get all of these. Dots, wild card, ink, scribble, lines. What's that one? Circles, lines, couple more. Lace, flowers, stencil, and stencil. Is there one on it? One more. Focal image. I think that's it. Yep, I'm going to put them right back in this box. There we go. We'll keep those out to play with. Not tonight. I got other things I want to do tonight. Oh, I threw that down. I got a couple of other things that just need to be put in that plastic bag. All right, now I got my little gnome that I made. He's out here. And over here I got so tired of my pens and pencils that I found a tray at Menards, a lid to a box. And I said, can I have it? And they let me have it. So I got a lot of pens and pencils out, but at least I have them in a tray now. And I got to find a place for my owls and my gnomes. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. All righty. Then we've been needle tatting. And I left this out for a reason. I'm not going to needle tat right tonight. But I'm going to do something else. And I'll show you when I get to it. I think I left this right on the thread here. I put my... Oh, of course. Jeez. Hold the phone. Let's get it off of the... I'm going to leave my little... The next session that I do, I have a playlist where I just introduced my needle tatting. I'm going to kind of do what Becky is doing, learning, and maybe one a week or whenever I get to it. So we'll come back to needle tatting. Let me set it down here. And then we've got some happy mail to open. Eraser. Okay, and a long time ago, several months ago, Riri sent me some beautiful black lace, and I'm still using it. I'm still using it. She sent this to me when I was doing the doll, the Awaka. Was it an Awaka doll? Or was it? Yeah, I think it was an Awaka doll. And I'm going to put it down here by my lace. Let's put that down over here. Okay, so we're down to two things. Oh, and I lost my chat. Let me come back out. My chat's been disappearing on me every now and then. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you for taking care of our... I can't get a hold of him. Okay. Thank you so much, Shannon and Susan Jarrell. And welcome in. Hi, Pam. Welcome in. Oh, man, they're just hitting me hard, aren't they? Thank you, guys, for taking care of the trolls. Pam says, I stopped by a thrift store when my son was at therapy, and I found some great items. How cool is that? Isn't that fun to find things when You're kind of not really looking too much. Good for you, Pam. And welcome in Shannon. And who else did I miss? Angie was here. She said, give a thumbs up. Thank you, guys. She can't stay because I'm sure she's over at Keisha's. She's Keisha's cheerleader. Thank you guys for taking care of the troll. Okay. Did Lori come in? Hi, Lori. Lori, can you announce your latest activity that we've been talking back and forth about? Let the gals know what you're going to be up to. I'm going to let you announce it. Okay, and while she's doing that, I do have some happy mail from Keisha. She had her fabric auction. Let me just put this in my lap for right now. She had her fabric auction. This is the one piece I got. I was lagging so bad that day. I was so discouraged I just left. You know, because when it lagged on me. No matter what I did, it was lagging on me. Isn't this pretty? I think this is a fat quarter. And I'm going to put double-sided tape on it. I might do that right now. And I'm going to cut it into strips for journaling. So let's go ahead and do that. But let me turn it like this. She also sent me a giftie. And it's stuffed full. I bought this one little piece of fabric and she sent me all of this. So Keisha, thank you very much. It's got a little pin up here at the top. Keisha, how can I get it open if you pinned it shut? Oh, she taped it shut too. It's a cut it, Meri thing. All right, I think I will have to cut this. I don't have the patience for it tonight. We will cut this and see what she sent me. Let's get this piece of black paper out, and I'm just going to leave. Well, can I cut that off? Let's try to cut this off. Lori Pink Girlie says, I will be organizing the New Year's Eve streamathon. I am gathering my thoughts and will be in touch with last year's participants. So if you streamed in the streamathon, if you're watching the replay or if you're watching right now, and if you streamed in the streamathon last year, Lori wants to get a hold of you and find out if you're interested in doing it this year. And then I'm sure if there are any time slots, she's going to be adjusting the time slots. And I thought she was making it shorter, but I think she's adding a half hour to it. I think I made it an hour and she wants it to be an hour and a half. Is that right, Lori? I think I went back and read my message a little bit better. And I said, go for it, Lori. It's your baby now. And I know she'll do a great job. Did Joyce come in? Hi, Joyce. Welcome, 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 Joyce. Look at all this that Keisha sent me when I ordered this one piece of fabric. Keisha. Did I say Lori? I meant Keisha. Look what she sent me. Some beautiful silky ribbon. That would look nice in my December daily. And some green striped. And some lace hidden inside of that. And this is her, she sent me this little cluster of thank you button cards and a little doodads there. Some gold ribbon. Some more lace ribbon. Gathered lace. Pink gathered lace. Some red. Ooh, I'll use that red for sure. And here's her tag. Some pretty plaid ribbon. This is very Christmassy. So look at all that she sent me. Ooh, Keisha, thank you so much. I'm going to put all of that. It's not going to fit in that little bag again. In fact, I put it over there. let's stuff all of that in here. And I'll save this out. And what happened to her card? Did I stuff that in there? I'll put this in my happy mail. I better get it off. Okay. So thank you so much, Keisha. I did order some more things. Keisha's marketplace is going on right now as we speak, I believe. And this is the last day, I think, in her billing cycle. So if you've ordered from her and think you want to round out your orders, I think it's the last day for you. Also, if you're accumulating punches to get punches before December 1st, she's going to redo everything next year. So I was in there earlier this afternoon, and Dee Dee only had 5 punches to go to get to a 4th tier. And I'm wondering if that's her second 4th tier. But I've already reached a 4th tier. When you reach to the 4th tier, you get a journaling kit. And I received mine. I haven't worked in it yet, but the kit is awesome. It's stuffed full. Stuffed full. So if you think you may be pretty close to your punches, Dee Dee was only 5 away, so I took care of that for her as Keisha was trying to sell things. I just interrupted. I love doing that. And then she helped me. I had 8 punches, but tonight I helped Dee Dee get over the hump, and I think I ended up with 9 punches, and so that made 17. So I only had 3 more to go to get to the 1st tier again, and so I'll get like a $5 rebate off of my order. And I might go back in tonight after I stream here. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I have some things I want to get done. But let's start with this. Let me come out and look. There were only a few hour slots. Oh, okay. Yeah, Shannon is very interested. I told Lori that, Shannon, but I'm sure she has your name. She'll be contacting you. If she doesn't, I'll be contacting her. But she's going to do a great job. It's really more of a coordination thing and getting people lined up to where they're comfortable to stream at that time slot. But I have so much going, and with me having eye cataract surgery, it's not that I couldn't do it over the new year. It's coordinating it between now and then. And so I've gilded my carpet tape here. So she stepped up to the plate. She messaged me about it, and I told her, well, I didn't think I was going to do it, and I'd already talked to Dee Dee. And, I think I left my scissors in the other room. Well, we'll use an old pair. We'll use this pair. These are dollar store scissors. I have my old studio scissors that I use. Well, maybe I should cut it first. Oh, my fabric scissors are out by the sewing machine. Well, let's do this. I'm going to make some fabric washi tape. This is a Rosemary and Morris inspired thing. That's where I first learned how to make washi tape using the double-sided carpet tape, was from Rosemary Morris. And she's all into dye. this month. She's doing dye stuff. Let me tear this. I want to cut this off. I haven't been keeping up with her just because, well, Wednesday of this week, my brother wanted to go grocery shopping, so that took me away, and we were out pretty late. And then Thursday, I had my doctor's appointment, and my brother had to get a haircut, and so I ran off to the quilt store, the little quilt bead scrapbook yarn store. It's four stores in one, 4 different owners. And I bought some fabric. I'll show that to you after I get this done. I bought some on sale. Well, I won't be showing that to you because it's out in the other room. But I also bought some beautiful Christmas fabric. I only bought a half yard because it was like $12 a yard. I'm going. And then I bought some fat quarters. I keep saying I'm going to watch my budget. And I was up late the other night figuring out my budget. And I think I'm going to squeeze through paying for my eye surgery. I have to pay. The reason I really like this eye ophthalmologist, because not very many ophthalmologists will let you pay out of the pocket. Not very many these days. I mean, and I mean pay some down and then pay it out as you're able. And this doctor will let me do that. And I'm so happy that I found him. And he's been in business about 30 years, so I'm pretty confident that he's competent and knows what he's doing. And so I'm saving for half down for the Monday after Thanksgiving, and then the rest of it will be just monthly payments, and I'll get that paid off pretty fast. Then there'll be the right eye. And you know, I want to thank you guys again. Maybe some of you didn't hear me say it the first time, how grateful I am with your encouragement and your understanding of me. Because I know that there are those of you out there who go through much worse things than a cataract surgery. See what happens if you don't have release paper on this? I fell off. There are those of you who are probably going through it right now who are pretty quiet about it while I'm whining about it. And you know, I want to let you know that you're in my thoughts. And some of you out there are going through much worse things than cataract surgery. And did those of you, hi Shelley, Brookview, those of you that were in Fib Diggity read my earbud story at the doctor, I'll tell it here. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's kind of funny. Some people didn't find it funny, but I found it to be humorous. I went to get my physical yesterday. And everything went good. They took my blood pressure. They took my pulse. They listened to my heart. I was kind of worried about my heart. I was thinking that maybe I'd have to do an EKG. One doctor long ago told me I had a heart murmur, but they seemed to think I was okay, so that I didn't have to do the EKG. They took my blood, and I kept saying, I'm healthy, I'm good, I'm fine. They said, you're fine. You're healthy, you're good. And then I opened my mouth and said, but I have a little bit of trouble hearing out of my left ear. And this has been going on for several years now because I can remember shortly after I came down here, it started. And they checked it for me. And the gal who checked it said, there's something in there. And I giggled because I'm going, oh, she's good. I'm glad she sees something in my head. She said, no, I mean it. There's something in there. I'm going, well, I thought it was a buildup of earwax. I really did think it was a buildup of earwax. And I had purchased those earwax kits, you know, you can buy that will melt your earwax. But they didn't do much, so I just kind of quit using it. And so they proceeded to dig out whatever it was. It was gunky, and it, did you see that how that pulled on the table there? Well, that's how it felt. For them to get that thing out of my ear, that I felt a lot of suction as they pulled on it. And they had to get some little tweezers, and I don't know, they were really working at it. Finally, they got it out. And do you know what it was? Well, those of you who are in my Fib Diggity group know. It was a foam off of a earbud. And I used to, the only thing I can think of is I used to listen to internet radio. I don't so much anymore now. But I used to listen quite a bit. The talk radio would talk me to sleep. And I kind of wore my battery down in my older phone, so I kind of quit doing it. Now, I turn my phone off, take my earbuds clear out when I go to bed at night. But the only thing I can think of how that got in there was I fell asleep, probably listening to internet radio, and yanked on the earbud, you know, while I was sleeping, or, you know, turning over or something like that, and yanked on the earbud thing. So I think that earbud foam rubber was in there at least 3 or 4 years. It's been that long. And oh, it felt so good to get that out of there. And made the whole trip of having to do that physical, it made it worth it. It made it worth it. But what a funny thing, you know, and I'm sure they found it funny. I could hear them laughing out in the hall. That lady had a earbud stuck in her ear, a foam off of an earbud case. The internet, the things that happen, you know. Oh. Hi, Mary Lou. I see you out there. Wait, let me refresh my chat again here. My chat freezes up on me. I had to tell my daughter that one. Shannon says, it's amazing you didn't get a bad infection. Yeah, it is amazing. Well, you know, I think even with that earwax removal thing, they give you one of those little sticks that with the twisty end and I think I probably just poked it in there further. It was stuck in there. When they tried to pull it out, I could feel the suction on it. I felt like they were pulling my brains out. What brains I had, they were pulling them out of my head. Finally, they got it out. Oh, but how much better I hear now. Yeah, I am too, Sharon. Hi, Paula Loves Art. Welcome, welcome. Who else did I miss? Mary Lou. She says, oh my, Mary, I'm glad they found that. Yeah, just think if they wouldn't have found it. Think if I would not have mentioned that. That's why when you go to a physical like this, if you're experiencing even minor things like, oh, I have a little bit of earwax built up, tell them about it, because you never know. You never know. And if that would have been in there more years, it might have caused an infection. I just thought it was earwax buildup. But I will say my dad and both my brothers have hearing problems. And it's not from earwax buildup. My dad, I'm not sure where he lost his hearing at, but he quit teaching because he refused to wear hearing aids and at school. It was a pride thing for him, I think. He quit teaching. And my younger brother wears a hearing aid, and my other brother has his hearing checked every year. He does the VA thing. He's pretty conscientious about it. So they take care of it for him. But I told my brother, and he just laughed. That'll teach you. That'll teach you. I'm just about done with this. A couple more. I need another release. I save all these release papers. Like I'll save all. When I take these off, I'll have several more to tuck in this little bag. And you can see how I use them, because if I don't put them on there, it sticks. My scissors really stick to that tape. I think I'll have one more. And this just helps me cut this fabric so much easier. Now, these scissors will not cut fabric very well. My fabric scissors are out by the sewing machine, and I've been having so much fun with the sewing machine. I'm going to show you we're going to work a little bit with the December daily tonight. I got all my pages sewed. I'll show those to you after I get this done. And I'll show you what I'm going to do next with it. I'm really loving what's happening with it. All right. So we'll just take this and put it on that. Then, let me cut with these scissors probably. Let's just cut. And instead of cutting it here, I'm going to turn this over and cut these as strips. Except I can't see you all. Hi, Allie K. She says, I'm surprised you never noticed the foam tip was missing. Well, I probably noticed it was missing off of but you know, I drop things a lot. I thought, oh, I probably picked it up and threw it away, or, you know. I think it happened during the night, and I probably pulled the earbuds out of my ear half asleep, and then in the morning when I went to use them again, I probably noticed that it was missing, but where, you know how I hunt for things. And I felt something in my ear, but I thought it was just a buildup of wax. And I was trying to get that buildup of wax out of my ear with earwax remover, and it wasn't working. And that's, you know, I told him, I said, I think I just have a buildup of wax in my ear. And they looked at it. There's something in there. I had to giggle. I'm going, whew, I'm glad. She sees I have a brain. I had a giggle at that. They were nice ladies. I enjoyed them. You know, sometimes you go for these physical, well, I can't say the physical so much because I haven't had a physical in years. A lot of years. Gosh, I was probably in my teens the last physical I had. And, but I have to say, my dentist does not have a good, I haven't found a dentist with a good bedside manner. But this ophthalmologist and his office staff and these gals at the clinic have been super nice to me. And I think it helps that I'm older and I have white hair. You know, they see me as being a little lady, old lady, a little grandma instead of a, you know, a Karen. You know, you watch those YouTube videos of Karens. But they were all really nice to me, and they were even nice when they found it. You know, they weren't smirking behind my back. They laughed about it, but I was laughing about it and going, I'm so glad that's out of there. Yeah, it was just lost somewhere in my head, I guess. Oh dear. I didn't think of it being stuck in my ear, and to tell you the truth, I didn't really. I felt something in my ear, but like I said, it felt like, oh, it's just a buildup of wax. I didn't think about it being a foam off of an earbud. So that was funny. I'm going to do I've got this composition book that I'm drawing kind of like little sketchy sketches of things like that happen. And I'm going to do that one, not tonight, but I think I'm going to cut this one really skinny. So, what did I pay for this? $3.50 or something? For a fat quarter. I can't remember what I paid for this fat quarter, but look at all the washi tape that I'm getting out of it. And this came from Keisha. Now, I did do a Pearl auction, and I ordered some cigar boxes from Pearl, and a lot of rose stuff. She was selling a lot of rose fabric, so I'll probably be doing a rose journal or something. I want to support Pearl too. I haven't been to her auctions for a long time. Well, she stopped having them for a while. She set up a booth, a local booth at a local place where she's at. So she was offline for a while. Thank you for your patience while I'm cutting all of this. It'll be nice to have this all cut so I can use it whenever. I think this is kind of between tape on the back here. Yeah. Well, I got a good portion of it. Hi, Renee Red Wagon. She says, heck, I'm a Karen and a Susan. Oh, you're funny. You're a funny lady. Let's see. What did Brenda say? Brenda says, me too. Tumor got against the brainstem. They said it was compressed. I'd stop breathing. Surgery was 15 and a half years ago. Yeah, Teresa said her sister had that problem with a tumor. I'm not sure exactly where or how it was. And I was kind of embarrassed because, you know, I said, oh my, and, you know, I hope she's better. Well, her sister passed away. So it can be dangerous if it gets against your brainstem. I'm glad you got that taken care of, Brenda. Yeah, Pam says, my daughter stuck a bead in her ear. Are you the one who commented about the bead in the ear, Pam? Somebody commented when I was telling the story in my group there. Somebody said that their daughter said, there's a bead in my ear. She says, I've got a bead in there. Was that you, Pam, that said that? I haven't had a bead in my ear yet, but I'm going to be a lot more careful with my earbuds, I'll tell you that. And if I start feeling like something's all stopped up in there, I'm not going to fool around with it. So then, I was going to just go to they got a little office clinic down here in the town where I live. Well, the doctor is going to be on vacation the day of my last Thursday. So they sent me up to another town close by where their hospital is. And it's a nice little clinic. I mean, I felt like I was in a doctor's office. It wasn't just a little 2-bit thing. They very nice, very professional. I could have been in a big modern hospital for all of that. Very professional. And after we got done, we took a different way. My brother had to go get his hair cut, so we kind of took a different highway back to where he's going to get his hair cut, to the town where we usually go shopping. And that was an enjoyable drive because it was just a change of scenery. I enjoyed watching the fields go by and everything. Crafty Karen says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Crafty Karen. Welcome in. They're saying hello to everybody. Renee is here. Renee, I got that big book behind me. I want to start doing some sketches in there. Renee gifted me a big black 600-page sketchbook. It's huge. I want to start sketching in it. I think of you when I see it. I was looking for some pages. I'm going to show you guys what, well, I want to work in my December daily next. That won't take me long, what I'm going to do. But then I want to do a couple other things tonight. And by the time I get those couple other things in my December daily, it'll probably be, I probably will have consumed all my time tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow's Saturday morning, Karen she renamed her channel to the Canadian Artisan. Streams at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. She used to be the Magical Touch. Some of you might have known her by her old channel name of Whispering Cauldron, but she changed that. Now she's changed it to the Canadian Artisan, and I really like that now. I like the Magical Touch too. Let's see, should I make a thin green one? I think I will. Make some thin washi here. And did you guys read Shannon Green's post about where she's been invited to be a resident artist at their local library? I think that is so cool. Yay, Shannon. If there's anybody that deserves it, it's her. What else is going on in chat? Allie K says, when the peanuts got stuck in Mom's younger sister started crying and making a big scene. I think Mom got hers out, but my sister had to go get her mom's help. The ordeal. My mom and her sister put peanuts up their nose as kids. Oh no. Some song said, stick a peanut up your nose, so they did. Oh no. Gotta be careful with those songs for kids around. They'll take it literally. Let's stick a peanut up our nose. Don't do that. Don't do that. You might regret it. Well, look at all this washi tape that I'm getting. Isn't this wonderful? Yeah. Let's trim this up here. Do I have another scrap? Well, we'll cut it without the scrap, but that could be dangerous. I like to stick to my scissors. And my nephew got a new job. I'm so proud of him. He was working for Mars, owns a dog food company in a local town here, and he's worked for him. He got that job shortly after I came back to Nebraska, so he's worked for him for several years. but he has to drive at least 30 miles one way. And he goes by the Platte River, and this time of the year it gets really foggy, and I always worry about him. And the interstate driving, a lot of accidents on that road, and I'm so grateful that he won't have to deal with that. I don't know when his last day is, but I am so grateful that he won't have to deal with that commute anymore. So he's going to be working for the city in the city. So I'm so happy for him. And I can hardly believe that he's in his 50s. I mean, to me, he was just a little baby boy, and I was playing Cookie Monster with him, and he's 50 years old now. He's 51, I think. I asked my brother, and he said, I think he's 51. My Cookie Monster is 51 years old. He'll always be my little Cookie Monster. He's a nice guy. He's nice. He grew up. He, sometimes he has some foul-mouthed language that I don't appreciate, but you can't live their life for him. Not his mommy. I can't wash out his mouth for him, but I think he grew up around some baseball players that were foul-mouthed. Oh, dear me. Mary's just chattering until I get these strips cut. I'm about done here. Then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to my journal. And I'll be all ready. Well, I have to bind it yet. I'm not going to bind it tonight. I am going to work on some pages in it, but I'm not going to bind it. I don't want to bore you guys stiff. I'm going to bind it, but not tonight. But I'll be ready to work in it December 1st. And that was my goal. So at least I made one goal. And next year, I'm not going to do these 30-day projects. They bogged me down. I've got so much to finish. I'm going to start doing maybe 1 or 2 week projects. So I got so many things to finish. And I got several journals to work in. Some I haven't even started. So I might work on those, but I'm not going to work them on a 30-day basis. Just bogging me down. All right, I'm going to cut this in half here. And we'll just have a half or a little over half that's not taped. I'll just use it for tag ties or something. I wonder if I can rip that. Yeah, I'll rip it, but I think I'll be better off cutting it. I rip it, but then I leave some exposed tape. There we go. And then this is just not tape, no tape on it. So I've got all of this. I'm just going to fold it like that. And let's see what I have here. Do I have a tie? I thought I had a tie in here. Oh, I got a rubber band. We'll put this little rubber band around it for now. And if I put it down here, then these won't crease. It'll just be. And I'll put these aside over here. Find a place for them. Okay, let me come out and look at chat. Have a sip of my tea. Hi, Becky. Good to see you, Becky. Where did she come in at? Renee says, our sons started with strong, high antibiotics in ICU, then progressed to a horrible ear infection, which ate away the little bones in your ear. Oh, Renee. Oh, my goodness. Ooh. And Shannon says, I've had that bad of an ear infection. Becky came in. Mary Lou says, hello, Becky. That ear infection stuff, that I probably, if I would have felt like I was getting an ear infection, I probably would have gone to a doctor and said, hey, something's up here. But you know, it was just plugged up. I thought it was earwax. I'm glad they got it out of there. Becky says, let's see. Becky says, hello. Hi, Mary Lou. She says, working on the corner-to-corner Afghan while Scott grades papers. What does Scott teach? Renee wants to know. If you said it, I missed it. He's teaching 3 weeks a night at Tech. Renee says, I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather be deaf than be blind. Me too, Renee. I think that's one thing that scares me about this cataract surgery. And I admit, I'm a little whiny about it. Well, not a little. I whine about it a lot. You guys probably get tired of hearing me talk about cataract. Because I know you guys have gone through it. Several of you have gone through it. And not a peep out of some of you. Me, oh, I'm gonna, they better not put me under. I will never wake up again. The course is Electronics for Electricians, is what Scott teaches. Electronics for Electricians. I'm going to sneeze. Hold the phone. I put it on mute, but you're guys going to hear me sneeze. Maybe. It was just a tickle in my nose. I'll think it's gone and then I'll sneeze. Scott is grading papers tonight on a Friday night. Electronic for Electricians. Renee says, I helped my mom through cataract surgery. Yeah. I'm going to put my own eye drops in. I put my brother's eye drops in, but I think I can put my own in. I'm not going to have him do it. All right. I want to move on. If I miss saying hello to you, yell at me. Put an @ sign in front of the Meri Atelier with no spaces, and I'll see it. I welcome you all in here. Thank you for spending Friday evening with me. And let me get a piece of wax paper out because we're going to need it. I'm reaching for it. Hold on. We might need two. I got my turtle here. Crawled into my wax paper box while I wasn't looking. So let's get a couple pieces out. And I might move this thread. And I'll just leave that other stuff there. And let's move the tea off of my desk. I cleaned it off of my computer desk a little. I have room for my teacup at least. What's under here? Oh, I still have some tatting needles here. Let's move this stuff off. I'll be doing another tatting video next week. I'm going to do it just a week at a time. I'm kind of taking my inspiration from what Becky's doing with her Tunisian crochet, and she put up another. Did you put that up yesterday? I'm catching up with you, Becky. All right, so I want my December daily. Where did I put that? So I've got it all stitched. I've got it all stitched. I'm so proud of it. And I love the ruffle on it up here, the fringe. Now this probably will not stay like that. And this is the stitch sampler that I'm just putting when I want to test out my embroidery stitches. And I'm going to finish that and make a bag out of it. Now that I have a sewing machine, and this is just an extra piece that I've stuck in there. And here are my pages. And they're all stitched. All the papers are, all the pockets are stitched in. I'm going to do paper dolls in them. But I'm not done with this yet. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do tonight. So I think I have 11 pages. 11 times 4 is 44. 44 single pages, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's grab the first page here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. And I'll just set this aside. I don't know if I'll do all of these tonight, but I'll do a good number of them. Meri's getting out the walnut spray. And this doesn't hold much, let me tell you. Doesn't hold much. And let's see. Penelope, you're in a dangerous spot. I think this is, yeah, this is walnut spray because this is in a newer, this is walnut ink. It's in a newer jar. My acorn ink is a little bit lighter. The walnut ink is darker. And I think I can just, let's put a paper towel under that to catch any. Well, you know what? Let's put a, hold it here. Let me get a, oh, I have to move the, hold on a minute. I put my needle stuff on top of this. I had it all organized. Now that I've got my sewing machine out, I want to make some Becky project bags for my stuff. I'm reaching for not paper towels, but paper to catch the, if I drip, to catch any drips. But I'm pretty good at pouring this once I get it started. Oh, not that good, am I? Let's see. I've got a pipette here, but this might take a little bit of time. But I got a funnel. Well, it'll fill up pretty fast. These little containers, these little spray bottles do not hold that much. I got a funnel, I just got to dig it out. And I truthfully don't mind drips on paper like this because I end up using it. One or two more here. One more. There. That's pretty full. Now let me wash that out a little. This is walnut ink that I made this year. Let's wipe this off first. Put my sprayer back on it. And let's get the jar lid tightened. We don't want it to spill over. Wipe off any excess there. Let's sop this up. Yep, this is walnut ink. It's dark. But let me show you what I'm thinking. We'll put that back over there. And let's get that. Now I'm going to keep this close by in case I need it. And this close by. And we're going to put this out like that. And let me reach over here. I think I have a snowflake stencil in here. Well, I've got this, but I have a, let me reach for it here. This is what I'm thinking of. I might need that paper. I don't think I have another snowflake one. I could put the tree. I could also use that one. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. And the dots. All right, I think that's enough. Let me put these back. Okay. Whoops. Hold them up. Hold the phone. And welcome if you come in and I miss saying hello to you. Scott is now working for a rail company during the day and then teaches Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights. He's a busy guy. He's a busy guy, Renee says. Does he like teaching? And Becky says he likes it just fine. Yeah, I think Scott would be a good teacher. Don't you think so? I think so. Okay, we're going to put these in here. Maybe like this. And the walnut ink is not going to show up on there. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'll put that there. Let's put this one here. Oh, we want the tree. Let's put the tree up there. This one here. And maybe the... I don't know about this one. I never had too much luck with that. Let's put the dots there. And let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. And this, of course, will get ink around it and hopefully inside of it. I don't know. It's pretty thick. Oh, I'll need paper out. I can see that right now because I need to pick up excess ink off of the edges here. Maybe if I go in, I don't think this tree one's going to work that great. I might get a surprise. We'll see. All right, let me grab a stack of paper. I'm going to have to buy my brother another ream of paper. I replaced his ream of paper, but I'm always using the copy paper. All right, let's just put this down there and this one down here and see what I get. And this will be good for junk journaling and stuff like that. Not getting much pickup off of the back of this one, which is okay. Maybe I just need to press a little harder. Get that tree. I don't know about these wood ones. We'll see what it shows. Well, it isn't going to show much on that black anyway. See, I'll use that for junk journaling. And we're going to pick this one up. That came out pretty, didn't it? Got dots on that paper. That came out good, and you can still see my stitching in there. Oh, and the tree is showing real nice. Now, that's not going to show much on the dark. I knew that. And we got snowflakes over there. Very cool. Now I'm going to turn it upside down. And because I have a piece of paper in between my fabric, it's not soaking through. So we're going to do about the same thing, only let's put my snowflake here and my tree here. We'll put this one here, like so, I guess. I'm not going to put anything on there because it's not going to show. And we'll put these snowflakes there. And I have the dot one left. So we're going to spray it on the other side. And this will help age the pages in my December daily. Make them look vintage. And of course I'm going to have to continually feel this little, oops, I moved it. I don't know if I can get it back in sync or not. Sort of in sync. It might be kind of out of sync now. Yeah, I need a towel. Hold the phone. I need a bigger spray bottle for these things. I thought I got a 4 ounce. I think I only got a 2 ounce. And it's kind of hard to spray it. Now, I'm not going to do all my pages tonight. I got 11 pages to do front and back, and it's clogging up on me. Why is it clogging up? Yeah, it's clogging up on me. That might be as far as I go tonight. We'll see. Let's put another paper down here. And we'll only get half of this. But it'll be a good half. And I think the walnut ink kind of soaks into my wooden pieces. Now let's take this half and pick up some of it over here. Running off of the edge of the that half came out nice. That's just scrap paper. I got a little dark in there, but I can put stuff over it. A little snowflake there. You can hardly see the tree there. Maybe I'll put the snowflakes over that again and spray it again if I can. I don't think my sprayer is going to hold up. For me, it's not liking my, I don't know why it's not spraying. Maybe I need to cut that. It's not, it's stuck. It's not that, it's the spray thing. It says I'm done. It's not going down anymore. But I do like that effect. I wish I would have had that tree better, but we'll have to do. The wood pieces are a little too thick. Snowflake does fine. And I'll just put something over that. Snowflakes did good. So we'll let this dry, but I really like that it ages it. You're seeing it probably lighter. If I hold it up, maybe bend this light off of it. See, it's darker. If you, of course, it's wet too. It'll dry lighter. But I'm going to do that to all the pages, but I'm going to have to find me a better sprayer than that. So that's what I'm going to do with these. I'm just going to do that one tonight, that one page tonight, because I don't want to sit here and fiddle with stuff. Let's put these pages aside to dry. Put my stencils away. Sprayers, I don't know, they can get pretty finicky. The sprayers can, and I like to use this stuff in my junk journals. Works pretty good. All right, I got a stack of copy paper here. So let me put these away and let me look at chat. But I've got 11 pages to do, and see where it's dripped in there? That does not bother me because I'm going to do paper dolls in here, and I'll probably put something over that. And let me put this away and come back to this. Hold on. Hold the phone. You can still see, I can still see the stitching in there. Pretty good. And it'll show up even more after this all dries because it'll dry a lot lighter. So I'm just going to set this over here and let it dry. And we're going to move on. Let me roll over my paper towels with my chair. It doesn't like that. Let me wipe this all off here, get the excess ink off of my desk. In fact, I'll probably take this wax paper off. Make sure that's on nice and tight. Move my tea back here. And I'm going to take this wax paper. I'm not going to throw it away yet because it's still pretty good. Clean my pipette out. And let me come out and look at chat. Let me fold this up. My hands aren't too bad. Alrighty. Let me come out and look at chat. Let me put that glare. You guys get glare. Put this on here to cover up the glare. All right. Do you have your cap locks on, Janet? Allie K says. I wondered. It looked like you were, getting my attention. Janet says, I'm doing it too. Yeah, I wanted to do something different. I'm reading backwards. Allie, it's hosted by 29 Dragonfly and Louise Herzl, doing a piece of ephemera each day up to the Christmas for your journal. Yeah, that's really a cute project. I cannot take on one more project. Here's the thing, you guys. I get so enthused about doing other people's projects that I don't get my own done. Now, I'll probably still do Becky's projects. I like Becky's projects a lot because she moves along with them. I do like that about Becky, and I'm going to do that next year with my own stuff. But these 30-day projects, I'm done with those. So, let me have a sip of tea. Pomegranate tea tonight. So, you might see me not following so many people next year. Not that I don't like them. It's just that I get bogged down. I'm going to unbog myself. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I want to do are two things. And speaking of doing my own projects, let me get it out. Well, I'll do this one first. This is, I don't think this was my mom's book. This was a book that was left here by my brother's significant other. It was in the bookcase that sits by my recliner. And someday I'm going to take all her old books out because nobody reads them. They just sit there. And this is one of them that was sitting there. And I'm going to put, I'm running out of room to store all my art journals. I put my art journals in there. So I am going to just deconstruct this book. And I'll show you why. But let's deconstruct it. It's just a novel about, well, here, let's just read it. When Tara Kane, an uncommonly attractive and well-maintained young woman, arrives at the frontier settlement of Dawson, the capital city of the Klondike Gold Rush, she is promptly called before the local commander of the Northwest Mounted Police, questioned and thrown in jail and sentenced to 30 days, not because of anything she's done in Dawson, but because of the methods she's employed to get there. So, yeah, it's a Western romance type thing. I'm not into that stuff. I never was. So let's deconstruct this. My brother won't care. He won't even know, probably. So it's just a novel. It's got text. It's all text. I don't know what I'll ever use this for. Maybe I'll spray them with Walnut ink. Let me get my... Good thing Angie's not here. We're just going to take the guts out of it. We're going to take the guts out of it. That was easy enough. I'm not going to take all this part. We'll just leave it as a book block, a text block. And if I ever want text stuff, if I have this handy, I'll use, whoops, I don't want to cut that crooked. Hope I didn't slice into the, no, I'm safe. There. I just removed the book block. It's still in one piece. So, I don't have any use for this right now. I might find a use for it later. It'd be fun to carve it, wouldn't it? Make a book carving out of it. Lisa and Tanya did a segment on that. Was that last year or the year before? I don't know. But what I want it for is for my own art journal. So what am I going to put in here? Well, how about some black paper to start off with? Let's put it this way, and I'll cut it down. I'll cut it down. Let me get another sheet. Oh, of course. While I'm doing that, let me show you what I got at the quote store. Oh, I did bring that one piece in. This fabric was on sale. It's Christmas fabric. It's gnomes, and I think they call them the Swedish horses. Well, they got a name for them. The Swedish horses, the red Swedish horses. It starts with a D. I can't remember. There's a name for those ornaments, those little Swedish horses. And gnomes. And I got a use for this. So that was on sale, $6 a yard. It was $12 fabric. I bought a yard of it. It was in their sale room. And then I bought some of this, was not on sale. This is beautiful Christmas fabric. I could only afford a half yard. This was $12 fabric. I don't usually buy $12 fabric by the yard. but it's Christmas fabric. A little bird sitting on a branch here with the flower, sitting on a flower, the star, the wax seal, 25. Don't ask me what I'm going to do with it. I just fell in love with it. I bought a half yard of it. So I bought that. This was my treat for going to the doctor. I had to treat myself. And then I bought some. This is the same of what I just showed you with the bird and everything. These are fat quarters. I got some of that. I got some music. Fabric. It's just music, Christmas music. And then I bought, let's open this one up. Snowmen and postage stamps, I think. Fat quarters. Whoops, it goes. Oh, there's a Santa Claus in there too. I'll have to iron this before I use it. There's a Santa Claus, postage stamp, and snowmen. I fell in love. I treated myself. In other words, I spent money that I shouldn't have. But I'm still budgeting. I'm within budget. And Becky, if you're out there listening, I did buy eye drops the other day. I want to thank Becky for, she super chatted me $25. And I spent it to buy the eye drops. And let me tell you, I don't have Medicare, whatever, to get the medicine, Part D, whatever part it is. I don't have that. One more piece here I got. Some black with snowflake. That's pretty, isn't it? But I'm not going to use it on this. So that was the fabric I bought. And then I bought some little bezels. Let me put this over here. I bought some leaf shapes. These were 60 cents a piece. I bought 3 of them. The leaf shapes. And then the little bezels, the little round bezels. You put a little, I bought 4. They were 25 cents a piece. I bought 4 of those. I like to have these little things around. Well, I buy them when they're cheap enough that I can afford them. The $3 or $4 or $5 ones I can't afford. And I just have a card in there. So let me put this fabric back. This was I treated myself for going to the doctor. I just had to show you what I got. They gave me a big, huge bag for it all. I'll use the bag. All right, let me put this behind me. And I want another piece of, I want to take this down. It's floating around there. I think I'm done with my knife. Put that away. I want another piece of black paper here. Dum dee dum dee dum 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 dum. Where's the black? Hold the phone. I'm getting it. I just need one sheet. I'm gonna put black paper in here. Oh, Renee! Oh, Renee! Oh my gosh, Renee! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Look at that little guy popping out behind all the Christmas presents. Oh, thank you. Let me tell you that. I went to Walmart pharmacy because it was just convenient. They asked me, what pharmacy do I want? And Walmart is where I got my COVID shots and where I get my flu shot. And thank you so much, Renee. That is so sweet of you to do. I will use it to help pay for I'll probably need more eye drops after I use these. But I went to pay for it. And I thought it would be expensive if I didn't have any Medicare. And I asked her how much. Let me grab some tape here. And she said, well, it's pretty expensive. And what did I do with all the tape? Here, let's use some masking tape. I've got more masking tape, but well, this is painter's tape. Is this painter's? No, that's painter's tape. That's what I want. Anyway, she said it'll be $151. I was going to pay for it, and she said, well, let me see if I can use this discount on it. And she plugged, I said, oh, that'll be nice to get a discount. And she plugged it in, and then I said, how much did I save? And she said, well, we did good. She said, you only owe me $41. And I said, wow, thank you. I said, I can afford $41. I was kind of gulping at the $151. And I said, what card did you use? I'm going to get it. And she said it was a Good RX card. So if any of you have Good RX, you might. I don't know if that was at Walmart. I don't know if it's always that good. But it saved me over $100 off of my eye drops. You do have a really good heart, Renee. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that I'll probably need more eye drops after my surgery and after I use up what I have. I think you have about a month or so of eye drops to put in. And they're 4 times a day. I only had to put my brother's eye drops in 3 times a day. And so the minute I get up in the morning, I'll probably have to put some in, and at noon and at supper time and before I go to bed will probably be eye drop time. Where's the beginning of this tape? Where's between you and Becky, Renee, you paid for another prescription of eye drops. Both of you have. Thank you so much for that. Well, I don't know where the beginning of this tape is. I can't feel it. Do I have to start my own beginning? Here? No? Meri, your heart is big in sharing your art and yourself. Oh, Renee, that's sweet. Thank you. I like to share. I like to stream. I've been pretty inconsistent with it lately. And I might be until after, well, in December sometime. I hope to get back onto it. They need to pull a tab on the beginning. Yeah, they need to put a tab on the beginning, a pull tab. I completely agree. What is with these companies that they can't put a little pull tab on it? I think this is Dollar Tree tape. This is Dollar Store tape. I don't think I got it at Dollar General. All right. I just wanted to reduce the shine off of. We'll fold it under so I'll have a pull tab. Cassie said, that's what I was thinking. Hi-fi, Aunt Beck. Thank you, Becky and Renee. I appreciate it. Okay. So I'm just going to use black paper in here. I guess I could let this go over because I'll be trimming the outside. And I'm going to use, yes, paste. Let me get to it. Get to my yes paste. Got a couple empty jars. Oh, we're going to do another project tonight after this. It won't be a difficult one. It'll be a Christmas one. So, and I sorted out my tray over here, so I should get to my, of course I'm piling things up on top of it, left and right. Get to my glue spreaders here. I like the palette knives. Looks like I got some something in there. I got it out, whatever it was. And we're just going to put black paper in here. And let's do it this way. And I'll probably have to paste it more than once here. Go back and heal it. Yeah, if you have a good RX or can get a hold of a good RX card, you might try putting your hands on it. That really helped me. Now, I think my friend, my co-op lady friend, I haven't seen her for a while. Her husband is in a home. He had a surgery and needs more care than she can do. So she's in a home and he's in a home, and she goes to visit him 2 or 3 times a week. Plus her cousin's staying with her, and she's got grandchildren. She's a pretty busy lady, let me tell you. Make sure this is all glued up good here. So, but anyway, she gave me a good RX card, and it's just sitting in there by my recliner. So I'm going to have to see what I need to do to use it. I'm going to put this right in here. Just like, I want it down a little further. Yeah. Get it as straight as I can. And let's get and I don't care if this tears a little, because I'm going to be putting another bind on here when I put the pages in. So even though this might tear a little as I crease it, it's not going to bother me. It's just in there. In fact, I can probably just kind of cut it off. Tear it off here. Good X is free. Oh, that's good, because it saved me a bundle. I don't know if that saving is going to be, if that's just because it was submitted through the store or what. I don't know what it was, but it saved me over $100. They were going to charge me $151 for those eye drops. I got it a little over the edge here, but, and the lady who helped me said, let me try this code. And I said, please do. I'll take any discounts you can give me. And it saved me over $100. And I'll have to trim this part off here and trim it up there. And so let's do this side. And let's see, I think I'll come over it a little, but like I said, when I put my pages in, I usually put them in such a fashion that this part in here gets covered up. So I don't care if this is kind of rough in here. That doesn't bother me. All right, let's do the other side. But I do want it glued halfway at least. Now, let's get what I can off of the sides. And I can see where the glue goes and where it doesn't because I can see how the light shines on it. And I'm continually having to redo the edges. Yeah, let me lift this up and get the edge in here. All right, I think I got that pretty good. Maybe not perfect, but perfection is not the goal here. And with Yes Paste, you do get some working time. I like that about Yes Paste because I never get it perfect the first time. Now let's crease this. Now I'll be putting another piece down here, but that'll come. That'll come later. So let me put my palette knife in the water. Let's put the lid back on this for now. Don't fall in that Yes Paste vat. Yeah, it gets pretty deep, doesn't it? I've had this for quite a while. It's getting more expensive all the time, but I love it. I love it. It lasts me quite a while. All right. Let's turn this over and trim it up a little. I don't know if this will be a good dimmer scissors after I've done that. Yes, yeah, it's doing okay. Until I get up in here. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm not too fussy. And as I said, this part here doesn't bother me if it's not perfect because I'll be putting a piece of fabric across there when I put the signatures in. Let's trim this up. Ew. Let's see if I can get some of this gunky stuff off here. A little better. Now, I don't want the spine to read Terra Cane, so I need to, I think I'll paint over that. Or put a piece of fabric down. Maybe I should cover it with fabric. And I would save that, but it's got sticky glue on it. maybe I can stick this down a little. It's still sticky. I don't know. It might need... Sometimes if you put this down and weight it down, it will still stick. It's got a working time to it. So if you glue it down and you don't think it's glued good, it might be because it's still wet. Wait, give it some time to dry, and if it still doesn't stick, then go in and heal it. But that was still sticky there. Whoops, that went over the cliff. All right. So I'm good with this. Like I said, this part here will be covered up. Let me see what I have for fabric. When you put fabric on it, you have to allow for the gutter here. If I opened it up like that, I would, you know, I'd have less of a chance unless I made sure I got my fabric in the crease. So, let me see what I have behind me. I sorted out my fabric today. Put it in a bag. What did I do with the bag? I don't want to use my Christmas on it. Let me see what I have here. I've just got white muslin. Hold on. It's here somewhere. Probably on the bottom. Yep, right on the bottom. Because it was punchable down. It's flexible. What else is here? Another one. Oh, I'm going to drop everything. Hold on. 2 bags of fabric. Had stuff put up on top of them. Is this fabric? No, this is scrap. I can put this back. 1 bag of fabric. Let's see what I have that I can use. This is gold. I like that, but let's see what else I have. These are things that I dyed. This is muslin. I have some of this Thanksgiving. I got some trim. I've got gold that's going to go in my gold journal. Ooh, I have this. Is there enough? I think there might be just a breath. We'll hold that out. I've got the purple. I do like that too. Let's hold that out. I've got this. Now I like this, but it says stuff that I don't know. Some of it I don't go for. This is cool. I might use this for something else. I've got an idea for this. So we'll hold that. I've got some silky brown. I kind of like that. But it might be hard. I don't know if I could put this down or not. Think about it. I've got some of this that I got at Walmart. I think this was on sale. I like that. This bag was stuffed full of fabrics that I've been accumulating. Here's some more purple that I got at the garage sale. This is a light purple. This is pretty. Very geometric-y. Almost too wild for what I want. And a few more pieces in here. White doily type. Ooh, that might be pretty. Almost too small though. But if I put it this way, I've got what, 3 pieces? Oh, and another piece of this. And some green. And that's it in this bag. So let's go through what I saved out. I saved this piece out. Piece of... This is cool. It's not quite wide enough that way. This would make a nice spine. But the flowers go the wrong way. Flowers go the wrong way. But I have that other piece. Let's see if it's big enough. Oh, just barely. Just barely. But if I fold it, will it be big enough? Just barely. I think it will be this piece. And I don't mind the fringe showing. In fact, I like the fringe. And I just have enough. And I could use this also, maybe. This is just trim. I have the purple. I think this is a batik. But see, their batik is printed on. Their batik does not... Well, it does show through a little, doesn't it? Rosemary says you can always tell a batik fabric because the color comes through the other side. And look, you do see some of that coming through. So I do think this is a true batik. I don't know for sure. I'm not that versed in intelligent about batiks. But if you buy a batik at a fabric shop, you know that that's not a batik that was handmade over in Indonesia. You know it's been printed. Then we got this. This is Pioneer Woman fabric that I got at Walmart. But to tell you the truth, I like this just as well. Now, do I like it this way or this? It's got the bird there. Let's see what happens if I put it this way. Where's my bird? The bird is just gonna peek on the side here, on the spine. It's kind of, it needs to go this way too, right side up. If I put it like this and got the bird on this much of it, what can I do over here? Do I have another bird? It's not long enough. It's not tall enough. And I don't have another bird. So I think I'll keep my bird going sideways. Open it up this way. Put this stuff away. My other choice. See, I think this is a batik too. I don't know for sure. I'm not that smart. But I do see some. It's a little bit lighter, but this is a lighter fabric. That may just be, I don't know. All right, I also have these $2 tags. That I could put like, I'd have to put something behind it. But I've got 3 of them. Got 4 of them. I think I'll save those for something else. And make a pretty journal going this way. Or a top-down journal. I buy them, I think, journals. All right. I think that I have settled myself on this green fabric. Let's see what you guys are saying. Shannon says she's Eastern. Tuesday mornings, Calico Kate says at 9 a.m. Central. That's when Kathy Streams. Lori is Eastern too. Yes, she is. Lori is from Canada. Or not Lori isn't from Canada. Lori Paint Girlie's from New Jersey. I was thinking about Shannon. I was looking at Shannon and saying Lori. I do that. It's an old age thing. All right. If I pull this up, my bird will go across the spine there. If I put this here, and that would be the front. I don't really like it like that. I like it better like this. Let's tear this down, because let's tear it. These scissors are not good for fabric. They're Dollar Tree scissors. Ooh, can I tear it? There. Now I got me a patch, and I want it to go like this. That was pretty hard to tear, but I like the fuzzy. I like the rough edges. We're going to leave it a rough edge, but I think I'll bring it down this way so my bird will be right there. And bring it down that way, and when I glue it on, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to bend it so I make sure that I have glue in there. And I want this to come right at the corner. I'm not going to worry about the edges here. And my bird will just be peeking over the spine. Actually, I'm going to start it here because I like this frayed edge. Now, can I tear it the other way? Or will I have to cut it? Sometimes it's not easy to tear across the grain. Some fabrics you can and some you can't. This you can. And I got a nice fringe. Well, I can't get a hold of that. All right, Mary's thinking here. And that in there. Now, I want to make sure that this is all going to be covered. And I'm going to try to tear, I don't know, it's harder to tear one little bit, but we're going to try it. See if I can't tear that. Got it. And a nice fringe. A nice fringe here. Nice torn edge. Ooh, that's what I love. I might have to trim them off a little. There and there. All right, I think I'm liking it. I think I'm liking it. So let's get my yes paste out and glue it down. Isn't that pretty fabric, Shannon? Welcome to folks who've come in. What are we talking about? Pink Girly says, thanks, Kathy. Kathy says, Friday morning, Sunday morning around 10, and Monday night. She sometimes comes on during the week. They're talking about Pink Girly, I believe. Yeah, Pink Girly was so patient when she was picking her hours. I think she originally picked Thursday morning and Scrap Chick was doing Friday mornings. And then Scrap Chick decided she wanted to do Thursday morning. So Pink Girly said, okay, I'll do Friday mornings. And Sunday mornings and Monday nights. And Pink Girly Lori is going to take on hosting the New Year's Streamathon. So if she contacts you, or if you're interested, contact her, pinkgirly at gmail.com. Let her know you're interested. She's getting in touch with all the streamers who did last year first and ask if they want to do it again this year. And then she'll have some time slots left. And she'll fit you in, work with you, and get you scheduled. I think she's going to do a great job. She's off to a good start. I'm just too snowed under. I don't think I would do a good... I'm going to participate in it. But I don't think I would do a good job of putting it together this year, just because, well, you see how inconsistent I've been on my morning streams and my regular streams. I'm just needing a little bit of a break. Let's see what else is going on here. Janet said, did you say what it was for, Meri? I'm getting there, Janet. The journal? I'm getting there. I'm going to tell you in a bit. Well, I'll tell you now. This journal is going to be for my tatting. I'm going to put black pages in here. And look, can I use this or similar to this in here? Do I have that other piece? Where's my other piece? Look. Oh, that's not wide enough. Is this one's wide enough? This one's long enough. I can put this in here as the spine thing. When I put the spine down in here. The signatures. So that's what we'll do. And the pages are all going to be black. I'm going to put my tatting. This is going to be my tatting journal. New private dating chat. Oh, come on. Thank you guys for getting rid of him. Let me report him. Crapple. Crapple. Hold the phone. Let me clean up the crap. There we go. I think I got him. They were just trying to straighten me out, Shannon said. Just trying to get it right, Meri, Shannon said. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. Everybody can report. And I truthfully think that the more people that report, the better. I don't know that for sure. I don't know nothing for sure. I don't know nothing for sure, but I would think that YouTube would get a hint if 20,000 people report the same bot. This guy is causing trouble. Get him out of here. Thank you, Allie K. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy, for the thumbs up. I do appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for being here with me. It is almost 10 o'clock. You know what? You know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to glue this down. We'll finish this. I want to, it's getting, I've got 20 minutes. I have one more thing I want to do tonight. I'm going to leave at 10 o'clock. I don't want to be streaming forever and ever on my Friday nights. It wears me out. I have so much to do. But you know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to glue this down. I have another journal that I want to, book that I want to decompose, but not tonight. We'll do that another time. I want to finish this one first. I'm just going to set it here. I have something else I want to do tonight. And let me show you. And this will probably take a long time, so I'm not going to do it all tonight, but I'm going to start it. Puzzle pieces. Let me show you what I'm going to do with these puzzle pieces. I don't know if it's going to work. I have no idea. But we're just going to grab a few. I don't need all of them. That might be enough. Let's see. I'll probably need some sort of a... Let me reach over here. Get this other bag that I pulled out. Oh, I straightened this all up tonight. I turned around and because that fabric was on the bottom, it's all a mess again. Let me get this. And I got a piece of cardboard here I want. Cardboard. And this will be perfect for a circle. Now, let me put this fabric back on the bottom. Oh. I tell you, it's impossible to keep these rooms straightened up when you stream. All right, we're just going to start with these few pieces. I might have to get some more out, but we'll just start with those and with this. And I'll come back to this offline. I want a pencil or a marker. Somebody sent me a whole box of these. Bless their heart. Bless their heart. I just want a circle. That's good. Can I cut that out with my scissors? I don't know. We'll see. Look, I put that tape right down on them and flew everywhere. Let's see if these scissors will cut this. Craft store scissors. They're pretty weak, but they're doing the job. And let's cut a circle if I can. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Just sort of a circle shape. That will do good. And I'll say this. This will make a fun corrugated piece. Tear that off. I'll do that another time. So, here's my puzzle pieces. Here's my circle. I want to turn all these. It's not going to matter too much right off the hand, but I want them facing up. This puzzle is from, let me get it out, it's right here. This puzzle is too many pieces. My brother says it's 1,000 pieces, that's too big. Too little pieces, 1,000 of them, it wears him out. But this is what the picture is supposed to be. I love the tin, I bought it for the tin. And I was hoping my brother would put the puzzle together for me, but he he balked at it, so I put my larger washi tape in there. But I like, it's all that kind of tans and golden colors that most of the puzzle pieces are. And it's kind of a nightmare to put together because they all look alike. It's pretty easy to find the flat edges, but okay. And I'm just going to, I will probably use up the what's left in here. And let's just put some around. And I'm just going to start. And I don't know if I'll use this glue all the time. And I don't have to be too, I don't think I have to be too fancy-dancy about it. I just want them to stick. To the edge. And I don't know if this is going to work. I've never done this before. But, you know, they're just puzzle pieces. I probably paid, what, 50 cents for the puzzle at a garage sale? Maybe $1. I wanted the 10. So I got my worth out of it already. And my brother won't do the puzzle, and it's, I don't blame him. It's a little bit much. Come on, get in there. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do this piece. Fits in there perfect. Now, let's get some more pieces. I don't know if I'll have enough puzzle pieces to do what I want, but we're going to see. Maybe if I take this out on the table, he'll do this for me. He gets bored, but he's kind of stubborn. It runs in the family. He's kind of stubborn. And this part doesn't matter in here. And if it doesn't work, and if I have to end up throwing it out, oh well, it's just a puzzle. It was just a garage sale find. And so I kind of want to layer these up and in. Up and in until they meet eventually. And I don't know if I'll have enough. That we'll see. And I'm just layering kind of like a brick layer. One on top of the other. I'm not trying to match them up or anything. That would be a nightmare. Of course, I won't get this all done before 10. I'm not expecting to. Forgot where I was on there. One more piece. Will you fit in there? Sort of. No, he's not going to fit. I'm going to push this one lengthwise. Okay, we'll do another layer. And I'm just putting one little stream of glue around. And I don't want these to be pushed in too much, but I want them to be pushed in. And that's not a wreath. I'll let you know. I want it to be a Christmas tree. So I would hope that it would come up. I don't know if I have enough to make it tall. I probably don't have enough to make it, you know, like 9 inches tall, but even 6 inches, I might only get up to 3 inches. I don't know. I've got 1,000 pieces, and we're going to see how many layers. And each layer that I go up will be smaller, so I'll need less pieces. And I might make a couple layers the same width. And let's see if I can squeeze one in there. I think I can. Right in there. So what do you think? Do you think this is going to work? Brenda says, I like it with puzzle pieces. I draw a 3 to 4 inch circle up on parchment paper and lay the pieces down in the drawn circle, glue pieces on top overlapping. That's kind of what I'm doing, but mine is not going to be a wreath. I want mine to be a tree. And I don't know if I'm going to get a big tree out of this. We shall see. I mean, I was going to throw the pieces away because, you know, you can art with these puzzle pieces, but I've got other puzzle pieces, and I thought, no, don't throw it away. Maybe you can make something out of them. So we'll see what kind of a tree this turns out to be. And even if I only go so high, I could finish it with something else, and this could be the base. We'll just see what I do with it. I'm not sure. I like what's happening with it. Yep, Brenda says a puzzle Christmas tree, Mary. Yep. Yeah, I thought about a wreath, but that piece needs to go on the next layer. And I thought, well, you see, there's a wreath right there. I thought, no, I want to use them all. And we'll just let this dry overnight. Now let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. And Carol at the Canadian Artisan will be streaming tomorrow morning. At least, usually she does, and I think she's planning on it. And usually she streams at 9 o'clock, but you might look for her earlier. If she feels like it, she'll come on earlier. So I have almost given up giving times for people because I goof their times so much, or they'll change the time and I won't know it. But she usually streams on Saturdays at 9 o'clock or earlier. She's going to be in our 4th Art Saturday, which happens next Saturday. So we're looking forward to that next Saturday, which is a video hop. It's not a live stream. It's a video hop. I will live stream just to introduce it, but am I getting... and then, I don't know who's on after her. I think who comes on Saturdays? I always get fooled. Somebody will pop on. I'm usually pretty tired. I think I got them all there. Did I? No? Do I have another one to go? No, I think I have to put some more glue. I think my glue. No, I think I got them. Let's do another. This is a good way to use up glue that's, you see, I'm getting pretty close to the end of this. It's starting to puff. That's ASMR, gluing ASMR. So if I can get this in a reasonable tree shape, using my 1,000 puzzle pieces, you should see, let me lift it up. This is kind of, I think I got too many in here. Scoosh that over a little. Put it over there. You should see, start seeing on the edges something like that. Something like that on the edge. Like, and I might decide, let's see, lost the, I think I'm about used up most of this glue. I'm losing my way here. We'll see how high 1,000 pieces can go. I got a bunch of them here yet. I'm not going to do this all tonight. I'm just using up my glue. I got another one that's almost empty. It's not enough glue on that. Skinnier one in there. Let's do one more layer. And then I'll call it a night. And I'll just keep doing this until all my, in my streams, until all my puzzle pieces are used. They are a sewing type needle, not a crochet hook. No, I meant you need a larger hook for a larger piece to go with specific yarn. What are you guys talking about? Tatting needles come in various thicknesses and lengths. Okay, let's show the tatting needles here. I have some out somewhere. And I set them down here. Dum, 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 dum. Where did I put them over here? Crochet thread. Where did I put them? Where'd I put them? They're similar to doll needles, but I think the doll needles are sharper. Are they still up over here? Where'd I put those tatting needles? Well, I had them out. It's always when you want them, you can't find them. They were in my way tonight and I moved them. They were right here. Oh, that. Penelope says, help, she knocked me over. Knocking all sorts of stuff over. I had this all cleaned out today. Where did I put those tatting needles? I'm not quitting until I find them. Because I had them out. I don't know what I did with them. Frustrates me. It frustrates me. They're not down here. I thought I put them down here by my edge of my desk. I put the book down there. This is not, let me get that black paper out. We'll use the inside of this. This is a doll needle. This is not a tatting needle, but a tatting needle, this will be covered up with. A tatting needle is similar to this. I think this is a doll maker's needle. I think the point is sharper. It's got a sharp point on it because when you work with making dolls, you need a sharp point, like if you're attaching the arms to the body. But a tatting needle is long like this, and it has an eye to it. You see it has an eye. You thread your thread through here, bring it all the way through. That's the mistake I was making the other day. I was trying to tat off of this side. You have like a long thread, either attached to your ball of thread or cut off. And you thread it and you bring your thread all the way through, especially if it's cut off. You bring it all the way through and you have your thread hanging off of here. And then you do your stitches off of your thread here and you tat. That's similar to a tatting needle, except for this is too sharp. I was thinking you could use a doll needle, but I think you'd poke yourself. You might give up pretty fast. I want to finish I got some of this Elizabeth thread, and when I get good, I'm going to use it. This is nice thread. This is pretty expensive. Well, it's not that expensive, but it's more expensive than thread that you buy at the... I don't know what I did with my tatting stuff. I threw it off my desk here when I was spraying. Let's see, I want a couple more pieces here. I have a video where I was showing you the tatting needles in my playlist. If you go watch that video, you'll see the ones that I purchased off of Amazon. You can get them all the way from size 8, 5, 3. 8 is the finest point. 5 is a little bit better, and 3 is a medium point. It's the one that's probably the easiest to use, is size 3. I think I pretty well have used the glue. Let's just leave it. Let's just hold it this way for a bit until I put my stuff on here. This is the last layer I'm going to put on tonight. I'm going to let all this dry. And I'm going to see if I can make a Christmas tree out of these. We'll see what happens. Can I get some more glue if I... Yeah. Hold this upside down for a little bit. Let all the glue run down to the nose. I might be able to build a tree with these 1,000 pieces. Looks like this needs more here. If I can put another. Oh, and I wanted to do Susan's and Cherie's cornucopia of recipes, but I didn't get it to it tonight. So I'll have to do it tomorrow. Susan Heil's Art and Cherie at Turquoise Dreamin' are doing a cornucopia of recipes, open collab. Go to their channel. If you participate, there's various ways to participate. Even if you're not doing videos, you can leave comments. You can do videos. They're both giving away, both of them are giving away, having a giveaway for $25 digital. I think I'm pretty much used all the glue in here. $25 digital gift certificate. They haven't decided where yet that it's going to be, what service they're going to use, but they're going to both give away. So you got 2 chances to enter. Well, you got more chances to enter. You can leave comments on their videos is a good way. Go watch their videos, and they'll do a giveaway. I think they said December 2nd. I think this is empty. I'm going to toss it. And I've got quite a few pieces left. I'll get a decent sized tree, I think, out of this. I'm just going to keep coming in. I'm hoping to get at least maybe 5 or 6 inches high. Well, just look. Look at how many is here. And if I put it like this, see, and it's all poofed up inside there. So I should get at least 4 inches, if not higher, by layering around here. So I think I'll get a nice little tree out of these. If my brother doesn't start using his puzzle pieces, I'm going to glue them all together and make Christmas trees. So let's just set this aside, and I'll keep this out. I'm working on this. This is going to be my tatting journal. I'm going to put the pieces that I've tatted in here. I'm going to have black pages for the signatures, and it will have this spine, which is kind of wrinkly in there now. We'll have a piece of fabric in here. This one's not long enough, but you get the idea. And then all my signatures will be black paper. I might put in some white paper in, either attach it or what to explain what I'm doing. But my tatted pieces are going to show up on black paper. So I started that tonight. I'm going to fold this up and put it in there too so I don't lose it. So I started that tonight. Befuddles me what I did with that tatting stuff. Oh yeah, I got 2 puzzle pieces here. Let me put them in the bag. It's hard to stay organized while you're streaming because you're thinking about 100 different things, and you get stuff out of your way, and sometimes it get it out of the way too much. I showed you all the Keisha's sent me a whole bag of goodies with my 1 piece of fabric that I ordered, and we made washi tape tonight. So we made washi tape. I think I can put this on here. Ooh, that's kind of cool. We started my tree base tonight. We used the 1 piece of washi tape. This doesn't have anything on it. Let me pull it out here. Maybe it does. We made washi tape, and we sprayed we sprayed 1 page out of my Christmas journal. I'm going to have to redo my sprayers, clean them out so that they spray, or get a fresh one. I'll use these in junk journals. I love all this messy stuff. Boy, I'll tell you, that really picked it up nice too, didn't it? But look at my, this is going to be the basis for my, and I'm going to do other stuff in this too. But see, this is a snowflake. This will probably get covered up with something because it kind of ran together, but I don't mind that type of stuff. I've kind of aged, and I'm going to do, I've got 11 pages, and if you fold it in half like this in the journal, they'll go in my journal, you'll get 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I got 11 of these, so there'll be 44 pages in my December daily Christmas journal. I want to have it all bound by December 1st, and I'm going to start working on paper dolls. And I'll probably do a pilgrim and snowman, because they'll be pretty easy first. And I'll do Santa Claus and elf, all Christmas related, a fairy, an angel. You know, we have a whole list. This really folds this way. So I worked on this tonight. That's about all I did tonight, huh? Did quite a bit though. I did quite a bit. So it is 10:15. It's similar to crochet needle. It's not really. The crochet needle does not have, the tatting needles do not have the little hook at the end. You know, a crochet needle has that little hook at the end. The tatting needles do not have the hook. Tunisian crochet needles have a hook at the end. I'm using my finger. Let me get these out again. You could use a crochet hook to tat with if you want. Well, it'd be kind of hard. You can. It doesn't have an eye to it. There's a crochet hook. Where's that doll needle? I put it back in here. me stand up. This needle, where's my black paper? Here. This is a doll needle. It is very similar to a tatting needle. It has an eye down here and a point down here. Now the doll needle, doll maker needles are sharp. They've got a sharp point. You can use them, but I'd be careful of that point. I'd go buy a tatting needle set. The tatting needles do not have the sharp point. Here is a crochet hook. It's got that little hook down there, but it does not have an eye on the other end. So those are the differences. You could tat with both of these. I don't know what I did with my tatting needles. I set them someplace over here. I was getting them off of my desk because I didn't want to spray them. They probably fell on the floor. So I would personally, if you can afford it, I would go over to Amazon and buy some tatting needles. Don't get the number 8, which is a fine point. Get a 5 or a 3. Preferably your 3. The smaller the number, the higher, the bigger the eye of the needle is, the easier it is to learn with. The number 3 will take a number 10 thread. And a number 10 thread is a medium type thread. That's what this Elizabeth thread is, a number 10. Now I'm not going to, this is a really nice thread. This is a number 10. And I think that's what, I've got a ball of just plain crochet thread. You'll see that in my tatting video that I'm using to learn with. When I get good enough, I'm going to use the nicer thread here. This cost me about $5, I think. It doesn't have the price on it. It runs $5 or $6 a skein, which, let's see how many yards is in this. Size 10. It doesn't tell me how many yards. Maybe it does on the... This is size 10, 100% Egyptian cotton. It doesn't say how many yards. If it does, they covered it up with their label. I'm not even going to guess. I don't know where I threw that other stuff. That frustrates me. I'm getting ready to call it a night. I'm really curious to see how tall my Christmas tree is going to be, but look how layered it is in there. I think this is going to make a fun tree. All right, everybody, let me come out and see what's going on in chat. Do tatting needles have eyes? Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Allie K. Allie, go look at my playlist. I only have one video in there. I show you the tatting needles and I show you that I thread it. You thread it. You feel like you're crocheting, and there's only one stitch to learn with tatting, and I really like that. You're not what you do with tatting and how it's so different with crochet, and how when you're looking at a tatted piece versus a crochet piece, you can make a crochet piece simulate a tatting piece, but I doubt that you probably could make a tatted piece look like a crochet piece, but it might be a little bit more difficult. A tatted piece is made up of rings and loops and how you connect them all together. And that's how they make those beautiful doilies. Well, a crochet piece is made up of rings and loops, but you don't, and picots, you have it, but it's just easier to identify a tatted piece because all you're seeing are those rings and loops, and it's made out of a really thin thread. You know, it's pretty easy to tell the difference. A crochet piece generally has a center, and they work out, they radiate out, but they do other techniques too. And crochet pieces have a whole range of stitches. They have single and double and triple, and just ask Becky. Of course, Becky's using yarn. She's not doing thread crochet, but the tatted pieces are made up of loops and rings, and they do all their designs with loops and rings. Good night, Kathy. Thanks for popping in. Oh, hi, Julie Parker. Welcome. I haven't seen you for a long time. I usually see you in Lisa's streams. Welcome, welcome. And Amber's here. Oh, she said something about off the cliff. Will my tatting needles go off the cliff? They might have. Hi, Amber. Welcome, Amber. A tatting needle is generally not as long as a knitting needle, and a tatting needle has a point like a knitting needle, but the knitting needles generally do not have eyes. They have that little attachment at the end, the little cap on the end. I was wondering if I could tat with a knitting needle, and I don't like the cap on the end. You're better off just going and buying a set of tatting needles with the eye in it, in my opinion. If you're going to if you're truly interested in it, they're not expensive, generally speaking. I got 3 of them with a needle threader on Amazon for like, what, $13 or so? And maybe not even that much. I think it was $9. I went back and looked. I think it was $9 for 3 of them. And that's not ultra expensive. And you'll have them for a long time. Take care of them. Don't lose them like I do. I set them aside. And I don't know where I set them because I didn't want them to get sprayed with ink. And here I am looking for them. Here they are. Here. All right, let me show them. Let me show them. This is the one that I probably have the loop one over there too, but let me show you the tatty. Here, this is the number 8, and I haven't even taken it out of the package. This is the number 8 tatting needle. And see, it's fairly long. It's between my 2 fingers here. And this you use with a very, very fine thread. I would venture to say maybe even a thick sewing thread. You know, maybe even a sewing thread. I don't know. I'm not using it because I know it's for a finer thread that I'm using. Here are the other 2. Let's pull one out here. These are the ones I've opened already. I think this pack, now I have one that I have loops on, and they also sent you a needle threader here. And they got a pattern on the inside of this. Let's take one of these out, show it to you. Now, the one I'm using is a number 3. Now, I get the cap off here. Hold on. Oh, I need my black again. Let me get my black out. You know what? Let's just get a black piece of paper rather than dig all that out again. Here, let me hold these up so you can see them. Now, these are thinner than the ones I'm using, but they are not as sharp as the doll maker needle. But the thinnest one, I think this is the thinnest one. I think this one is the thinnest one, and it is probably the 5, but the point is down here, and it's sharp. It's sharp, but it's not as sharp as a doll maker needle. And let me find out where the eye is. The eye, I can hardly see the eye. I think that's the point. Can you guys see the eye? Yeah, the eye is here. It's hard to see. But you have a different size thread that you put in there. Let's get the other one out. I think that's the finest one. I think that is the number 7. I've got a 7, a 5, and a 3, and I'm using the 3. Let's put this one back before I lose it. Oh, there's another one in here. Let's pull this other one out. Hold on. These are the... I think they might have given me an extra one because I've got 4 needles. I'm using one. This one I think is probably the... I think that was the 7. I think this is the 5. The eye is right there. And I could probably thread that one. I can see that eye. The eye is there. The point is down here. But it's not as sharp as the doll maker. And it's probably about 5 inches long. And now, I think they may have sent me 2 3s. They may have sent me an extra one. Because I thought I only had... Includes 3 needles. A 7, a 5, and a 3. And I've got one threaded. And I've got this one. So I think they put an extra one in there. This, I think, is a 3. And here is the eye there. I don't know if you can see it or not. The eye is there. The light's shining off of it. The eye is right there. And here's the point. And see, it's sharp, but it's not as sharp as the doll maker needle. But if you have a doll maker needle and if you don't want to buy a tatting needle, you might consider using it and putting some wax on the point or something like that. Let me put this one back in there. I think they sent me an extra needle because I've got one threaded already and it's behind me someplace. And then they sent me a needle threader. Free basic patterns, instructions and patterns inside. And free number 8 extra fine enclosed as a limited time offer. So they sent me an extra number 8, which is the fine. But I'd already purchased an 8. But I'm using the number 3 now. And that is over here somewhere too. I've got to hunt for it. An extra needle, Mary? You must be lucky. Yeah, they said it was a limited time offer. Let's get this off now. Yeah, they are very thin. But remember, those fine needles, those really thin ones, you're working with a real thin thread. And that's another thing. You can do thread crochet, but most of your thread crochet is done with a thicker thread. I had some crocheted pieces out here. I don't know what I did with those either. I put them away. Here's one off of my little owl here has a crocheted piece. See, I would say that this thread, well, it might be, this is not hand crocheted. This is done by a machine, but it might be a number 10. It might be a little bit thinner than a number 10 thread, but look at all the, see, you can get similar type loops, but not the same thing as tatting. not that you can simulate tatting with crochet, but why do that? Go get a tatting needle and make your tatted pieces. This is crocheted here. I really don't have a tatted example. Oh, I love that little owl. This is the first one. This is Alberta here. We got Alberta, Albert, I forgot them all. I'll have to go look at all the names. Albert is the daddy. Alberta is the mommy. We got a girl and a boy, Alvin. Alvin is the baby boy, and the girl is Alice. These were done with Becky's stream in October, September or October. So cute. I don't know. I'm going to have to find an empty shelf to put them on. I've run out of shelf space. And then I did, around the same time that Becky was doing her owls, I did a gnome. And I still want to do the gnome with the plaid hat. And I might do a Christmas gnome. But this guy turned out pretty nice. The little owl pockets there. Let's see. What did I put here? I just stitched that on. Is this a pocket? I don't know what I put on there. Just pasted it on, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking. A patch on his back, a cluster here. Maybe this was part of a cluster. And then I just sewed a strip there, gave him a band around his hat. And a flower up here, a band there. I had fun making him using stuff, rick-rack bow. I like the little owl patches there and button nose. I don't know where I'm going to put them all, though. That's my problem. I've got little Alvin hanging up off of my camera stand. All right. I've wasted 15 minutes. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for hanging with me tonight. Don't forget, the Canadian Artisan Carol comes on tomorrow, and Laura usually streams with her. Sometimes Becky pops in. So thanks for hanging with me, and I will see you Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Go out, have a great weekend, stay warm, go do some art. Good night, everyone. Bye. And Renee. Thank Renee, Little Red Wagon, for the super chat. Bless your heart. May your art cart be blessed, Renee. Bye.